Okay, yeah, I hope. Yeah, so we shall be talking about helping colleagues manage stress at work. That will be our topic for today. And just a little background to our discussion for today. Here it says that broadly speaking, stress is intensive worry or mental tension brought on by a challenging situation. It's important to emphasize that it is a natural reaction which can be connected to your personal life, friends or family, work environment, or even big or small decisions. Knowing the potential emotional, physical, and behavior changes which come alongside stress will help us identify the signs of stress in our colleagues. Understanding that their change in behavior or attitude could be a reaction to a new or difficult challenge. For example, have you ever been in a meeting where someone is talking over you, rushing through the key points, not giving you a chance to ask questions? They could that could have the potential to impact your day and overall stress tolerance. If we explore empathy to the situation, we could realize this wasn't a personal reaction against me. There could be something going on for that person, which means their stress levels are high, pressures is low, and they really needed to get a move on. Understanding that this was a behavioral and or emotional reaction to their own stress should help to lessen the impact. Okay, yeah, should help to lessen the impact. Yeah, so we want to talk about how we can be able to, how can we help our colleagues manage stress. If you realize that maybe somebody's stressed out, they'll give an example here. Maybe you're in a meeting and somebody's talking over you, or it could be you maybe realizing that maybe someone is not performing the way that they usually would perform, or they're not doing the task the way that they would usually do them. How can we be able to help our colleagues, be able to manage stress? Yeah, that will be a topic for today. So anyone can just feel free to share your thoughts of this.
Yeah, good morning, everyone.
Yeah, morning, Noah.
Can you hear me?
Morning, Noah. Yeah.
Okay. So for me, I do believe in any workplace so far, when you're interacting with somebody, unless you ask the person, unless you ask an individual before you will know what he or she might be going through in their daily lives. And for me, I can say stress, yeah, it happens. It happens a lot. But if people are not disclosing it, then how will you know? So so one thing again, so if I want to help you, and for instance you have a stress, then I want to help you, first of all, I should have a listening mind wherein I should be able to listen to you, what you're saying. Or in a nutshell, let me say I should be empathetic. Yeah, that's might help. Because even if for now, for instance, you are in Uganda, Linda, I'm in Sierra Leone, and Sepide is in Iran also, yeah. And Ellie is in UK. So even if Ellie is telling me that, oh, I'm having a stress, I will not like, but she's far away from me. How can I say, this kind of feeling? So, but for you to help that person to reduce this kind of thing, I do believe you should listen to the person first. That's key. Try to be empathetic, try to embrace the person, give her the experience. Oh, okay, hey, Helly, please, this, that kind of tune voice, just be listening and be empathetic. Let the person know you actually feel, or you know what she's going through, and then you want it to stop. So that's the key. It's very, Olin, I'm showing like an act of kindness. It goes a long way, being kind. Just don't say, oh, but look at Linda is far away from me. I don't care. This kind of feeling. I'm in Sierra Leone and Linda is in Uganda. She might have somebody out there that might help her. No, that's not how I should be very kind. Let me just show that, oh, let me be kind to Linda first, and that's how I might help you. Another thing again, after you have explained what's happening in your life, and then I'll be that kind of kind, and so there might be something that allow or that make you to be stressed. There might be a cause for you to be stressed, and that's key again. I should know, because if I know what's happening to your life, what the reason why you're stressed, you might be stressed. Maybe you're having poor grades, in school, in class, you're having poor grades. You have something, several things may lead you to stress. So if I know the nature of stress that you're having, then I'll be able to give my own advice. Say, okay, well, now this is what's happening. Do this, do this. Maybe because stress is something that is spreading. It's everywhere. It's happening. Each and every one of us here might have stress in one way or the other. I'll never forget the time I've experienced a stressful time in my life is when I was in year 2 to go to year 3, because the thing here is that for you to go to the honors class, you should not have a reference. You should pass all your 42 modules that you are doing within the university, all your 24 module in the first sitting. So going to a year 3 now, I was somehow stressed for a module that is it's called QFA, Quantitative Financial Analysis. I was very stressed because I always doing the exam, I told I've performed poorly, I will not pass this, that kind of, so it makes me to be stressed. So I meet a friend of mine I explained myself to somebody that was in the honors class also. Wow, he said, wow, so we are having similar thing. So you see, he knows what I'm going through, and then he give me an example. Don't be stressed, my man. There are people that does not. He give me this idea. Oh, people are within this exam. They can't even write 2 questions, but yes, still a pass. So he's building my confidence. So he give me the confidence. Okay, yes. And then I was telling myself, I did everything in the exam, just like I was not too sure if I'm going to pass. That's it. So you see, if I know your root cause, I might be of help to you. So I'll give something very similar, give an example, try to encourage you, and this will make you to be cool and be confident about what you're stressing about. So you see, and that's a key in whatsoever we are doing. First of all, if I don't know your root cause, if you tell me, oh no, I'm stressed, but I don't know why you are stressed, then I might not be able to help you. And for me to be able to help you as a co-worker, I need to know what you are stressing from. So you see, so for me, this is my own take on this topic. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much, Noah. Yeah, we should be able to be, as you mentioned, empathetic towards our colleagues. Yeah, and I also think just to add to what you're saying, Noah, sometimes, yes, you may not really know maybe what's going on, or as you've mentioned, we are all quite far from each other. But I believe that, you can be able to see the signs, like, mentioning here, maybe somebody's not doing, their work the way they would usually do it. So sometimes it's just those simple things, like, going to actually ask somebody, is everything okay? I see you're not doing your work the way you usually do it, or you're missing deadlines and things like that. Just trying to probe further, just to see that maybe if the person will open up and maybe share. And I also think also giving people, space, like I said, maybe if you realize that, okay, maybe someone is having trouble doing their work, you could offer them maybe some time off, so okay, maybe you could take half a day off just to relax, or you could take a day off just to relax, so that their mind can kind of calm down in a way. Yeah, but I think it's just important, for example, when you see someone is not performing the way that they would perform, instead of like immediately going to judge, maybe try and see, is there something else perhaps that is bothering them, that is making them maybe slack in their productivity. So I think it's just important, to look out for those signs, because usually, I feel like usually stress, would show maybe in the way people work or in the way people speak or different things. Yeah, so I think if you're able to identify, or once you identify those signs in somebody, it would be good to, yeah, just go an extra mile, maybe just find out what's going on, or like I mentioned, give them some space to be able to have their minds calm down in a way. Yeah. Yeah, someone else can just go ahead and share what they think about this.
Hi, everyone. I hope all of you are good and slept well. Let me put my camera on, it's easier. Yeah, about this topic, stress management is very sensitive topic, to be honest, and it's depend of what kind of role do you have. For if you have role that you just stay in your computer and doing your work, it's easier to hold, because you can just say someone, I'm not feeling good today, I don't want to talk a lot, and you stay there. You didn't affect the work because you have that control in your own stress, but your mood is not like every day, but you don't affect the work. You can manage this. I think you can have a good management of this stress in this way. But if you have to go speak with clients, it's not like easy, because sometimes you are personally, it's for if you are unhappy at work, because it directly affects your productivity when you are unhappy, and it affects. That's why it's always good if check if everyone are happy, and if it is work issue, try to solve it. Of course, someone can have a personal problem and the company cannot help, unfortunately. But if it's company, it's always good solve that problem, because the way how this person go to dealing with work and transfer this mood to the client is much better. Because if someone usually work with you, I'm talking about colleague, boss, or client, and if they work many times with you, they can know if you're happy in your work, they can feel. Because one employee, when they are happy, they work different. The feedback is different. Even you don't open your mind, if the client know you, it can see, just reading your eyes. Yeah. And that is very important. Someone is feel good in the workplace, you feel happy, you feel useful, you feel proud. Because if you have this connection with someone else outside of company, even you don't open your mouth, they will know you are not happy doing this work. Yeah, this is my contribution. Yeah.
So much, Ellie. That's actually a very good point, and also it reminds me that you might be working with, there are people who we work very closely with, and then there are people who you might not necessarily work very closely with. So I think it's just important that each and every one of us can be like what they call it, like a brother's keeper or like a sister's keeper. So maybe if you have somebody who you're always speaking to, you work closely with them, I think it would be easier for you to maybe realize that maybe Ellie's not doing so well today, or Jessica's not doing so well today, because you speak to them maybe every single day. Yeah. So yeah, I think that thing, especially when you're working close with somebody, you can be able to tell, maybe their tone or how they're speaking. Yeah, so I think, we can all try to be like a sister's keeper or a brother's keeper, especially for the people who we are working closely with. Yeah, just to make sure that, that your colleague, you're able to help them out, wherever you can. Yeah. Yeah, someone else can go ahead and share. Yes, Day or Jessica.
Hi,
Yeah,
everyone.
Yeah, that's a good
Ah,
way.
money. You also mentioned a good point. I don't know what to add to them, but as you all said, it's really important to support our colleagues for stress. It's what a productive and healthy workplace is about. You know, being a good listener. When the colleague express their stress, it's good to have to be an active listener, have your full attention to them, and yeah, don't ignore it and think that it's a phase or it's something that will pass and don't care. Sometimes people are under pressure that we don't even know and can't even imagine. Yeah, and actually, I think teamwork and sharing tasks is really helpful. Task sharing can lighten the load of work that is on somebody and can elevate the stress and can reduce it. And another thing I think is that we check in regularly with our colleagues and have ask each other how we are doing, like what we do here, to always checking in and see that we are okay. Another thing that can, I think, help managing stress, we talked about it, I think, in previous sessions, that have a work-life balance. It really makes your life healthy, that you have the balance between work and life, that it helps that you manage your stress or don't have a big load of work in your head, even in your pleasure time, in your spare time.
Yeah, thank you so much for sharing, Sepide.
Of course,
Yeah, definitely also for us to be able to have that balance, between the work that we do at night, because it will help us really be able to manage stress. And also, as you say, it's good to also listen to, your our colleagues as well. If someone says, they're tired, or they say that they're stressed, or they say that maybe they need some time away, or they need like a day away, I think it's important, for us as well to be understanding, and not sort of like turn a deaf ear. If someone says that they're stressed, and you say no, you will manage, or you can do it, or something like that, when clearly somebody's trying to communicate that they need some time, or they need some help with certain tasks. So thank you so much, everybody.
of course.
Yes, Jessica, would you like to share something?
I think you guys have said it all. So I was just saying, in a summary, it's all about it is very difficult for you to help another person who is undergoing stress. So I think it's all about you being patient, you being willing to listen, as you guys said. And I also think that some people are not always open to express themselves when they are stressed. So you understanding and you not pushing the person to the point where they are overwhelmed and reacting in a negative way. I think you should just let them know that you are always here and there to support them. I think that's the most important here.
Yeah, thank you so much, Jessica. Thank you so much, guys, for sharing. We'll just close our discussion here for today.
Thank you, Linda.
And just in case anyone is feeling stressed or anything like that, You can always communicate, we are always open to help, wherever we are able to help. If you need a day off, if you need some time off, if you need some help with the tasks, yeah, we are always open to help you out in any way that we are able to. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. Have a great day, guys.
You too.